Hi, and welcome to the second coming of unbelief. Today I want to talk about why I wear the label atheist. It's a choice. Um, Mom and Dad raised me to be a hippie. Hippies were all about love and peace, spreading the peace and love. I haven't always done a good job of that. Some things I got wrong from time to time, but my moral imperatives have always been all the way from birth. Number one, do no harm. Number two, love all life. Number three, take care of all living beings, including the less fortunate, including those that disagree with me, including those that look, act, and love differently than I do. That's how I was raised, and that's how I still believe. Mom and Dad raised me to go to church and believe in God. And in the 1960s, when I was growing up, Christianity was all about love and peace. If you were down and out, needed some hot food, you could go to a church, get a can of beans, cup of hot soup, maybe a clean shirt, possibly $5 for gas to get to work for the next several days till you got paid. Christianity in 2024 looks very, very different. It looks as if Christianity in 2024 is about hating the right things, hating people who give or get abortions, hating immigrants, hating gays, hating trans people, hating welfare recipients, people who don't look like this. Because people who look like this aren't welfare recipients. It's about hating people who are different than the so-called me, whoever me happens to be. Now, I realize that not all professed Christians have bought into the doctrine of hatred. Some of them still try to follow the ideas of love and peace. I have so many wonderful friends that are still very committed Christians. I'm aware of that. But the Christianity on the news, the Christianity that gets time on media, is all about hatred. And I want nothing to do with hatred. I never want to be guilty by association. Oh, you're a Christian, so you hate abortion. You hate gays. No. In fact, I don't. So, just because politician X is a Christian and hates abortion and gays doesn't mean that I do. And because I never want to be accidentally associated with any of the current slate of Christian politicians, I choose to refer to myself as an atheist. My moral imperatives never changed. They're still the moral imperatives I grew up with. Do no harm, love, be at peace. It hasn't changed. Christianity changed. There are some historical events in the past 50 years that account for this gradual change of ideology, and they have to do with racial hatred. Okay? Historically, during the Crusades, good Christians hated Saracens and Mideast non-Christians. During the Inquisition, good Christians hated Protestants because they had terrible doctrines. It was imperative to have the correct belief, same as mine. During colonization, good Christians looked down their noses at heathens, pagans, whoever they came in contact with, people that didn't look like they did. And it would seem to me that Christianity has mutated back into what it was before, about hating the right people. And I am not going to buy into the hatred. We're all humans. If I get sick and a black person or a brown person is a tissue match, then my body says thank you and doesn't care And if my body doesn't care, then why does the rest of me have to care? So I'm not going to buy into the hatred. Some people ask some questions then. Well, don't you believe there's a supreme being somewhere? Well, there may or may not be. I'm not opposed to there being a supreme being, but the existence of famine, world hunger, parasites makes me question the existence of a supreme being. That's another question for another discussion for another day. Don't you want to go to heaven? Well, I'm busy being peaceful, loving, and empathetic, and making the world a peaceful, loving, and empathetic place. And I'm just too busy to worry about my future. I wasn't in any pain before I was born, and I'm pretty sure that after I die, I'll again be in no pain. So as long as I make the world a peaceful, loving, empathetic place while I'm alive, no, I'm not. I don't care if there's heaven or hell. I just don't care. Another question. Well, then you have no compunction about killing and raping and theft. Let me loosely quote, the magician Penn Jillette. I do. I kill as many people as I want to. And that number that I want to happens to be 0. And I rape as many ladies as I like all the time. And the number that I want to is 0. And I rob all the banks that I want to all day long. And the number of banks that I want to rob is 0. I don't need the 10 Commandments of Moses to tell me what's right and wrong. I was raised to believe peace and love and empathy, and I still believe in peace and love and empathy. Those are my moral imperatives. All my moral decisions are based now, as they always have been, on whether it's peaceful and loving and empathetic to other people, period. The label I choose to wear, atheist, has nothing to do with morality or immorality. Morality is a decision that I must make personally as to what is important. And for me, peace, love, and empathy are important. I don't find the modern version of Christianity to be either loving, peaceful, or empathetic. And so now I wear a different label. Those are my reasons for calling myself an atheist. Thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. And we'll talk again next time.